Welcome to CMW. CMW and CMW are two different companies, but it doesn't really matter which company you're in. We're all CMW. We outgrew a single 100-person company and wanted to make room for more, so we formed the PBX branch. One key difference is when you're racing influence points or slotting for war makes a difference as to which company you're in. Number of members in different factions will always fluctuate. Sometimes CMW will be the only purple out there. We are large enough that this will affect us less than other companies. If you're new, do the main story quest and reach level 65. This gives you the attuned leather pants and access to the Elysium Wilds to get you more artifacts. Improved gear score, but perks are more important than gear score. Mutated expeditions, the well and cutlass keys, world boss events, level your PvP track via races, forts, 3v3s, and OPRs, and of course the trading post are all sources for improving your gear score. I would focus first on gearing up for mutated expeditions so that you can get some artifacts and best in slot gear. Also farm certain area bosses to get their artifact drops as well, such as the Finisher, Life Taker, and many others. Gear is very build and activity specific. The meta is always changing. Perks should synergize with your weapon choice and playstyle. Enchanted Ward or Elemental Aversion should be on almost every piece of armor. Freedom, Refreshing, and Conditioning are solid catch-all perks. Make sure you watch build videos and check out our builds forum on Discord. You'll have different builds for all the different activities. You'll have PvE builds, Gorgon builds, Worm builds, PvP builds, and War builds. Each one has a specific purpose, and is no catch-all one build for everything. Gorgon. Focus on gearing up for Gorgon so that you can create that best in slot build. Check out the Gorgon builds forum on our CMW Discord. Watch Gorgon videos to learn the mechanics. Make sure you buy your 3 houses and put a major Angry Earth trophy in each house. To build the Angry Earth trophies, you're going to have to farm Banes for sap. Before running Gorgon, you'll have to make sure you have all your buffs, which include Angry Earth coatings and wards, your plus 48 attribute point food, Desert Sunrise, and powerful honing stones. There are 3 main bosses to Gorgon, so you'll need enough to cover all the different bosses for the runs. I would have at least 3, maybe 5 on hand of each type of buff. Make sure you sign up for training runs so that you can learn the mechanics and get better at doing Gorg in a lower pressure setting. Influence races are a big part of what we do. They're scheduled open world PvP events where companies compete for control over territories. They're every night at 8, 9, 10, 11 Eastern Time. Each race runs about 45 minutes long, and then there's about a 15-minute break in between. Faction-based influence is gained by controlling towers and forts. Also, missions from your faction vendor gain influence for that faction. This determines which faction wins the war bid. Company-based influence is gained by running the PvP missions from your faction vendor. If your faction wins the war bid, the company with the most influence has a greater chance to win the declare war. Most nights we run races just for fun and PvP practice. Some nights we will help another company push by controlling towers and forts and help them gain faction influence. When we decide to push, we will be running missions with the intention of declaring war in a territory. This is an all hands on deck situation where we need everyone to contribute if you're available. Winning the declare means we will have a war the following night. Wars are company versus company events over control of the territory, where the controlling territory or controlling company gains benefits and tax revenue for the territory they hold. A company can only war against a company of a different faction. Each company has 50 slots, which include a limited number of non-company mercenary slots. The wartime is dictated by the defending company. We will have a war roster and process to join if you're interested. Voice chat and Discord is very important. Once you complete the main story quest, New World is no longer a solo game. Almost all content requires good communication. We use Discord voice chat. There are several channels for different activities or a general channel for catch-all all access channel. It's extremely important, so you need to figure it out, joining on your console, on your phone, on your game PC, or even just a side PC with a mic. We are a very social company and we'd love to hear you talk. But even if you're in Discord and muted, just so you can hear the directions, that's okay. Make sure you make friends. There's tons of things to do in your world, and a lot of it requires help. Make sure you ask for help, and make sure you offer to help others. We are a large company, so there should always be people available. Remember to use Discord so that your messages can be seen by both CMW and CMW PBX. Also, in the in-game chat, use the CMW tag in the faction so that we will know to invite you to groups. There's a lot of us, so it can be easy to get lost in the shuffle. Please be patient, join chat, be social, and be heard. Thank you for joining CMW.